I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to get women who tend to be a little bit more masculine to be more feminine and become more comfortable with letting you take control of the drive and where the direction of the relationship goes. I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, I've got a friend that I don't have feelings for her, but I see this as a challenge in practice. And I'd say, well, if you really don't have feelings for her, then why are you writing me about her? And so I'd say you're probably bullshitting yourself a little bit. And obviously, she's probably attractive enough to the point where you want to take her out and you want to date her, and you're probably wanting to sleep with her because why else would you write me? He says, she is more in her masculine, and I want to try to get her back to being in her feminine. When around her, I now take control of what we do so she can basically relax. And I've even told her to stop worrying so much about things, for example, because she would keep asking me where we're going. She'll keep suggesting things to do. And it seems like she doesn't think I've got everything under control. Well, obviously you're new to this stuff and you're just starting to apply it. So you're still going to be making mistakes. And when a woman feels comfortable that you know what you're doing, that you have confidence, and that you're passing all of her little subtle tests of your strength, and she feels like she can trust your masculine core, meaning when she asks you simple things when you're having a conversation, you're not changing your opinion to match hers, you're not trying to please her, or changing your opinion, like if you're watching a football game together, and you're really into watching your team, and she says, well, I want to watch baseball instead. And you go, okay, well, I guess we could watch baseball, and then you change the channel. That's communicating weakness, because right then and there in the spot, she knows you're watching your favorite team, but if she can get you to change that to match hers, you're in essence becoming and being submissive to her, which is feminine, because feminine energy is a submissive quality. Masculine energy is not a submissive quality. And so you might think those are innocuous little things that don't mean nothing, but when you do little things like that, or you change your opinion to match a woman's, you're acting submissive in that moment, and that's going to cause a woman to feel emotionally wishy-washy towards you, and it will cause her to actually move into her masculine, which is the exact opposite of what you're trying to accomplish. He says, maybe it's because I was never trying to take the lead in what we were doing in the past and before, so is there any advice that you can give me? And I would say from this point on, I mean, you've already started doing it. You've already started taking control of making the plans and deciding where you guys are going to go and making all the plans. And so the more you do that, the more comfortable she's going to be letting go and let you take control of the direction of the relationship. But the more you submit and subvert your own needs and wants and desires to what she says she wants, the more you're in essence going to be expressing weakness and being submissive. And when you do that with a woman, she's going to act more masculine, and the more feminine a guy acts, the more masculine a woman has to act, and that's when they become bitchy and they become irritable and they have sarcastic remarks because they don't like it. A feminine woman does not like it when a masculine or a guy, instead of acting masculine, acts feminine when he's with her. So it's important that when you want a certain thing or you believe a certain thing, or if you want to kiss the girl, that you go for the kiss. That you're not sitting there asking for permission to do this or to do that. If you're unsure of when to kiss her, when you're sitting there talking to her, you can simply look down at her lips and then up into her eyes as she's talking, and then down at her lips and then up into her eyes again, slowly over the course of 3 or 4 seconds as she's talking. And if she's thinking about kissing you as well, she'll look at your lips at some point during that process. And if she doesn't, then it just means that she's not ready to be kissed in that moment. But you can also say something like, I think you just need to get it over with and kiss me. Or you just say, you know what, I think you need to be quiet and bring those beautiful, delicious lips over here and kiss me. And say something like that. And just it'll totally shake her out of it, what she's doing and what she's talking about. And if she likes you and she feels attraction for you, she'll kiss you. And it'll be a great moment, and she'll be submissive to you in that moment. So that's important. So I would say continue to work on what you're doing, clean up your act, and because you, just like you admit here, you've let her take control of everything in the relationship. So it's going to take some time where she feels comfortable enough letting you take the direction in the relationship. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get her where you want her. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep reading my book, because there's a lot of little ways, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of ways that women will test you and test your strength. It's simple things like when you're walking down the street together. If you're holding hands and then she lets go, if you reach over and grab her hand right after she lets go, you in essence are acting needy in that moment. And that's a simple, subtle test, because women are like cats. So if she lets go of your hand in a particular moment, let her go. And then a few minutes later, she'll bump into you and she'll start bumping your hand, and then you just grab her hand when she does that, or she'll probably just take your hand. But those are little subtle things that if you don't know all of the stuff that's in my book, you can be making subtle little mistakes that are causing her to continuously move back into her masculine. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. You just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab at the top of your screen, and follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on the right-hand side of my website, underneath the email sign-up box, will be a box that will have a link to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get the download page, if you don't already have a Kindle device, there is a button on the right-hand side you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. And as soon as you download the app, it only takes a few more seconds to complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.